Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. John Paxson is out there with Michael Jordan. Then there's Pippen. Then there's Cartwright. And it's Grant in at the 4 slot. And for Houston, Horry is out there with Thorpe. And it's Smith. Then there's Maxwell. And it's Olajuwon in at the pivot, manning the middle. Now here's Jordan. And that one's on target from the wing. Jordan's got the first basket of the game for the Bulls.
Well, he totally lost his defender, broke his ankles, and then buried the shot.
Amazing play right there. Left the defense defenseless.
On defense, the Bulls. Now, here is Smith. Here's Maxwell. Pass to Olajuwon. Smith outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Horry. No good with the triple. Chicago with the ball. The drive by Jordan, using his post move to get the 2 points.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
There's the pass to Maxwell. Horry passes to Thorpe. Cannot hit. Some solid defense from Grant. Now here's Jordan. Pippen dishes to Grant. Thorpe on the glass, grabs the board.
Well, there's a reason he's open out there. The defense not really respecting his ability to make that shot.
Smith kicks to Olajuwon. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
First team foul.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. The 3 from Maxwell. Kept alive. Goes up with it again. Can't get the layup.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, I had the chance to talk with the head coach for Houston. I asked him about the challenge of defending this team, and he said, quote, it really comes down to their awareness offensively. They don't take a lot of bad shots or make those kind of mental errors, and that puts the pressure on us to be just as efficient. We've got to value our possessions so we can match them shot for shot. Gentlemen, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. I think the message coach has delivered is well focused, guys.
Well, obviously, he's got a very clear idea of what they need to do defensively. Got to close out on those shooters, take away their airspace. But it's easier said than done.
And guys, I can't overstate the importance of communication here. Guys have to be talking, helping each other out, making sure they know where the shooters are, ready to switch, and then get up in their face and challenge those shots.
Smith with it. Pass to Thorpe. Here's Maxwell. Pass to Olajuwon. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
It's Pippen with the drummer. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that.
The Rockets trail. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Thorpe, the pass to Olajuwon. And down it goes, jamming that one home. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You got to challenge him a little bit at least.
Here's Jordan. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first. 5 on the clock. Cartwright, the pass to Jordan. Goes up on the wing. Another one falls for Chicago.
Well, offensively, he needs much less space to operate than most players. It's amazing how well he can get his shot off, even with somebody right in his face.
You know, even the tightest defensive pressure doesn't seem to faze him in the least. I mean, you can attribute it to his concentration, where he has incredible focus, or you could just say he's one of those gifted scorers.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He really directed his words at his big men, telling them that their ability to defend in the low post was going to be what this game hinges on. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Cassell gets the bucket.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
Now here's Jordan. 8 points for him. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
Chicago shooting their first free throws here for the night. Free throw good, Jordan. And so Jordan nails both of them.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Brooks kicks to Olajuwon. To Ellie. And some nice passing there by Huston. Here's Cassell. Out to the wing. Jacks up a 3. Can't hit. And it's Chicago the other way. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the slam dunk by Pippen.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Now the pass to
yes, I does that.
Ellie. And here's Brooks from outside. Here's Olajuwon and Jordan with the block. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Bullard. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah.
Steve, you like groove, don't you?
I do. I love groove, Kevin, and I love the attack mode this team is in, too. I mean, they're really getting into the paint. They're getting whatever they want offensively.
And here is Brooks following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. And Brooks, here we go. Bullard. The Rockets with another miss. The Bulls leading by 7. Here's Jordan. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Jordan's got 15.
Boy, nice bucket. They are really playing intelligently here.
And even though the lead's not large, they've definitely got the upper hand.
Pass to Cassell. Now the dish to Brooks. Fades. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bulls out front as they wrap up the second quarter on a 15-6 run. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
And that first quarter was all about pace, guys, because this club really got out into transition, and that's how they've built this lead.
They like to play fast, and they're doing a nice job filling the lanes.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Pippen. B.J. Armstrong is out there with Michael Jordan. Then there's Grant, and it's Purdue in at the center position.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Here's Thorpe following the basket by Michael Jordan and the basket by Maxwell.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Feeds to Armstrong. Jordan with it. Now guarded by Maxwell. Kicks to Armstrong. It's Jordan on the wing. And he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Well, we've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old to watch.
Here's Thorpe to the paint. And Bullard gets it to go. Bullard's got his first bucket in this one.
The delivery in the lane just perfectly done.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Some changes for Chicago. Cartwright comes in for Purdue, and it's Paxson in for B.J. Armstrong. The Bulls leading by 8. It's Pippen with a drive. Here's Grant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Grant's got his first points of the night.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Passes it to Ori. The feed to Smith. Puts up a 3. And another 3 for Houston.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Tortoise-like. Wow, Clark. Yeah, they're putting it together, but still trailing. Their offense is finally getting some traction.
And there's the pass to Ellie. No good on the 3. We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
Yeah, they seem to be disorganized to me, guys. I mean, out of sync, no rhythm or flow.
Yeah, Steve, you're nodding your head. You agree?
Yeah, totally. When you don't get out on the break, Kevin, all of a sudden the game slows down, and if you don't get ball movement and player movement, find that half-court rhythm and pace, you're in some trouble.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. I mean, he put it on an absolute platter for him.
And it's the Rockets with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. And it's Smith again missing. Jordan off a pick from Grant. Jordan the pass to Paxson. Jordan with it. Now defended by Elliott. No good.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Smith against Jordan. The drive by Smith. Rejected by Cartwright. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Hodges checked in for Jordan. Now a timeout called by Houston.
He has to be concerned with all the missed shots. I mean, it happens to every team, but you have to find a way to keep being productive even when you go through a shooting drought.
He might be trying to tell them to get to the free throw line. You know, all teams go cold at points during the game, but the good teams still find ways to score.
And so it's Houston with it. They trail by 9 points. 6 to shoot. And here's Maxwell for 3. But they get it back. Thorpe, the pass to Ellie. And it's Paxson with the rebound. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. His 3-pointers off the mark. And here's Smith. Pass to Orr. Leaps for it. Thorpe against Cartwright. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from Thorpe. Here's Paxson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And the Bulls with another miss. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. For three, Smith. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Pippen knocks down the step-back J. Pippen's got 8 points. There's a minute 34 left here in the second. Horry, a screen on Hodges. Thorpe, the pass to Maxwell. Off the screen. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. 5 points in the game.
He didn't get off to much of a start early on, but he seems to have shaken off the rust here in the quarter. Great work getting in the shooter's face and then getting back to the boards to grab the rebound.
Pass to Horry. Here's Ellie. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Hodges. Here's Pippen. The 19-footer is on the money.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Maxwell kicks to Smith. Ellie passes to Smith. And Smith gets double-teamed. Ellie. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Ellie's got his first 3 points of the game.
It's his first three-pointer of the second half, which actually makes it his first of the game.
And that one's good. Now just a 4-point Bulls lead.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. Got to get their defense in gear.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pippen misses.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Here's Thorpe, and it's sent back by Hodges. And a tight game here as we end the first half. It's Chicago up by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Coming to you this evening from the 2K Sports Studios, this is the Halftime Report. Chicago with the lead against Houston. They've held tough defensively. Great rim protection, too, when you look at all the blocks. Michael Jordan just having his way against the defense of the Rockets. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it. A tough matchup, but the Rockets are staying afloat. They're really going hard at it on the boards, offensively chasing down every miss they can. Otis Thorpe has been the X factor. He's chipped in 4 points and so far has done a great job playing lockdown D. Thanks so much for stopping on by. Third quarter just around the corner, so let's get on back out to Kevin and the crew.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
How about Michael Jordan in this one? 19 points and also a block shot.
We are seeing him at his very best today. So much fun to watch.
And you know when he's at his best, it's amazing the things he can do.
Rockets trail by 4. Olajuwon is out there with Thorpe. Then there's Maxwell. Then there's Horry. And it's Smith in at the point guard. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Horry loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Horry's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Houston. Jordan the pass to Paxson. Horry against Jordan. The 3, Pippen. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists in the game. Poked away. It's off his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. Here's Smith. Some solid defense from Grant.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too. Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Here's Smith. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. Pass to Maxwell. Out to the right wing. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Horry.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
Now here's Pippen. 13 points in the game. Jordan with it. Now guarded by Maxwell. Jordan's shot is off.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
And their offense is flowing. It's clicking right now at the beginning of the second half. They've made 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Houston shooting their first free throw of the evening. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. It's Pippen on the wing. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The opportunity here for them to take their first lead of the game.
But yeah, they need to make it happen, too.
Now a timeout called by Houston. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. Better teamwork. That was the message he was drumming home to them. He said, we need better shots. Work the ball around and find the open man. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Here's Smith. After the Bulls pick up 2. Horry gets the bucket.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot. Everything's going right now. 4 for 5 shooting, 80%. They've got their offense clicking.
Now the pass to Maxwell. Ball's knocked loose. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Pass to Horry. And it's blocked by Jordan. But they'll get another chance. Here's Maxwell. 8 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Horry kicks to Olajuwon. Houston needs to get a shot up. Smith for 3. And that's collected by Grant. Grant's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Pippen. And he gets the bucket. Pippen's got 17 now.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Here's Horry. Smith for 3. And the shot is good. He's got 8.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah, in fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Olajuwon with the block. And they'll keep possession. Here's Paxson. A 3-pointer off the mark. Rockets trail. Olajuwon with a screen on Paxson. Horry passes to Thorpe. For the lead. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Cartwright. Here comes Michael Jordan. 23 points in the game. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And folks, what an outstanding array of talent we've got here. Just look at the list for all-time career scoring average. Jordan and Chamberlain and LeBron.
And, of course, those guys were much more than just scorers, Kevin. They were winners, champions. But, you know, as you work your way up that list, no question, that is elite company.
Purdue is checked in for Chicago. Livingston comes in for Horace Grant. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. Improving their inside game, particularly at the defensive end, is what he wants them to focus on right now. Getting bodies down low and forcing more shots to come from the perimeter. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris. Here's Cassell following the basket by Michael Jordan. It's stolen. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Livingston, the pass to Jordan. Drills it from outside. And now a 6-point Bulls lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Chicago.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys. And all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Off the pick. Shot is off. Good D by Olajuwon. Here's Thorpe. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Here's Olajuwon. The Rockets with another miss.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Here's Jordan. He trains the turnaround jump shot. Jordan's got 30 points.
Such a difficult shot to defend, that turnaround.
Brooks kicks to Olajuwon. They need this. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. Chicago the foul.
Well, he's a fearsome defensive presence in the paint, a shot-blocking machine. And the intensity, the effort that he brings night in and night out is such a huge asset for his team.
And I'll tell you one more thing about him, Steve. He sets a screen maybe better than anybody. And if he rolls off of it, he gets the ball and gets a clean look. It's automatic.
Hakeem at the line, a 71% free throw shooter in his career.
A good night for Hakeem Olajuwon. 9 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, it's just a small part of what's been a solid overall contribution by him defensively.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Bullard comes in for Thorpe, and it's Ellie in for Ori. Jordan's shot is off.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Rejected by Armstrong. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. 29 seconds left to play in the third. Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession.
Now that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Here's Brooks. Drops in the layup for 2. Brooks has got his first bucket of the night.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations. They're on fire from mid-range, guys. They found a weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it to a T.
Not often you see a team rely on that shot like they have.
Here's Cassell, and he gets the bucket.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
Here's Armstrong.
My goodness.
He beats the buzzer.
Wow.
Oh, 3 points right there at the end of the quarter.
Only about 1 in 50 of those go down, but that's why you chuck them up there. You want to give yourself a chance.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Bulls lead by 7. And right after this, well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, we might as well call it the State Farm play of the game. This was just a marvelous piece of coordination between 2 teammates, completely in sync on the alley-oop.
Chicago leading by 7. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Grant is out there with Purdue. Then it's B.J. Armstrong, and it's Michael Jordan, and it's Pippen in at the small 4.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Here's Brooks. Pass to Ellie. He feeds it to Olajuwon from 15 feet away. The shot is off, and Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Jordan with it. Now defended by Maxwell. No good from Jordan. And so it's Houston with it. 9-point game. Houston moving it around. The drive by Olajuwon. Rejected by Armstrong. The shot. Dishes it to Jordan. Outside Pippen. Another shot. Can't hit. Good D by Olajuwon.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
The drive by Jordan. The three, Pippen. They grab their own miss. Here's Jordan. And again, no good by Chicago.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Brooks.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Deflects the pass. Armstrong kicks to Jordan. And again, Chicago, no good. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Steve enjoys that too.
Yeah, that's the best part of the game. I mean, a five-man team game where the ball moves. There's so much unselfish play. It's beautiful to watch.
Olajuwon, no luck.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
A nice shot by Jordan.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
He's been aggressive looking for a shot, but without much success. It might be time for him to take the step back and look to help the team in other ways.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
That's a pretty serious blow, guys. I mean, they are showing they want this game more, staying active defensively and putting up some quick points.
Well, if they keep up this energy over the final few minutes of the game, it'll be nearly impossible to fight them off.
Passes to Ori. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. That's good.
That's what has to happen if they're going to turn this thing around. He's got to take charge. He's got to be aggressive and really look to push here offensively.
And he gets it to go. Jordan's got 38 points.
Well, he wasn't phased at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
And that one's good.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
And so he makes both from the line. Rockets trail by 11. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Smith, the pass to Ori. Here's Maxwell, guarded by Pippen. No good off the back of the rim. The Bulls leading by 11. Now Jordan. Outside Pippen. Puts one up from 19. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Houston now, time running out. To the inside. And stolen by Jordan. And here we go, the Bulls, fast break, stripped it away. Here's Ori, and he jams it with authority.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Knocks it loose. Pippen with the steal. Here's Cartwright, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, man, you got a feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, that matchup is tough. He's giving up, what, 8 inches?
Smith against Paxson. Now, here is Olajuwon. Defense is right there.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
Rockets trail by 13. Here's Maxwell. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Smith with it, now guarded by Paxson. And here we go, the Bulls fast break.
And clearly no question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Bulls.
Clark, their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Well, they were disciplined and focused, I thought, all game long, Kevin. Excellent defense around the rim.
Jordan, the pass to Paxson. They get a hand on it. Unhindered, going all the way.
Terrible transition defense there.
I think it would have been pointless, Steve. There was no way anybody was beating him to the basket there.
46 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now here's Jordan. Goes up to the stripe, and that's good for 2. Jordan's got 42 in the game.
Well, it's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Here's Pippen. The 17-footer goes down. Pippen's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
Good job creating an easy bucket there.
And here is Jordan. And the shot is good. Jordan's got 44.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
And here's Smith. Fires the 3. The offensive rebound. That's good.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. He's got to be relentless.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in.
Just because I'm losing doesn't mean I'm lost. Doesn't mean I'll stop. Doesn't mean I'm across. Just because I'm hurting doesn't mean I'm hurt. Doesn't mean I didn't get what I deserve. No better and no worse. I just got